And the legal battle over sex abuse claims continues. And yesterday, Buffalo's Catholic Diocese was at a bankruptcy hearing in federal court, trying to keep any lawsuits from moving forward. Daybreak's Heather Lee joins us live. And Heather, these aren't necessarily lawsuits against the diocese, right?
Yeah, that's right, Melissa. Good morning. At question is whether survivors can sue non-debtor entities like schools and parishes, while the diocese itself is shielded during Chapter 11 reorganization. Attorney Steve Boyd, who represents several survivors, says they should have their day in court, but says the diocese is trying to prevent that. Boyd believes those non-bankrupt entities should be held liable because they employed the alleged perpetrators for decades. The diocese filed for bankruptcy protection more than 3 years ago, and the creditors committee, made up of dozens of alleged clergy sex abuse victims and their attorneys, argues that 3 years is simply long enough. Attorneys for the diocese, though, say that they fear a, quote, flood of lawsuits will be filed if their request is not granted in federal court, and argue that allowing individual litigation to proceed could dilute potential damages awarded as part of a bigger settlement.
There's been sort of an agreement, an extension, agreement, extension. The survivors have finally said no more extensions. We want to move forward with the non-bankrupt entities, so like the parishes, the schools. We want to move those cases back to state court so that the people who were abused as children can have their day in court. The diocese doesn't want them to have their day in court, so they're arguing to Judge Buckeye that they're so intertwined with those other entities that the cases should not move forward. So that's the fight.
The diocese and the creditors committee have been engaged in mediation seeking to reach a settlement for the past 9 months. Attorneys representing the diocese said yesterday that significant progress has been made in mediation, although specifics could not be discussed. That's because information disclosed during bankruptcy mediation is confidential and privileged. Now, as we await a ruling from a federal judge, mediation, by the way, is scheduled to continue both today and tomorrow. On your side in the studio this morning, Heather Lee, Channel 2 News Daybreak.